Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 13 of Worldwide Rush African Start. So now we did every country. It's just a matter of doing some more routes here. We got Toulouse is a bit overcrowded. Let's see what they can do. 829 Clipper. Could go with the Sky Dancer. How about that? So we have every country on lock, and right now we're just going to go down and fill the issues. Kasai Oriental from Port Louis. Look at the roots from there. Like, that is insane. All right, let's see if we can upgrade this at all. So let's go with the fuel depot. Port Louise, what isn't working good? That is crazy how much stuff is coming out of there. Djibouti, Kasai Oriental. Okay, no problem. Kasai Oriental. So that is going to be 4,000 kilometers. We're going to need 880. How about that? Then we're going to go to Mbabane. Also going to put fuel depot in there. Now, let's click on it again. And what does it need? It needs Kasai Oriental. It has a direct path. Let's look and see what that is. So let's buy another one, 829 Clipper. Done that again. Mundu. Okay. Wait. Mundu. Sure. Mundu. Let's see. Oops. Now, what is that? 4,200. Oh, rats. Let's go back and do that again. Okay, so we're going to need probably an A900. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. Now, Mabea. Mabea is needing Bor and Mundu. Okay, so Mabea, we're going to give it something good, probably fuel depot. So Mabea, it wants to go to Mundu. 2,700. So we could do the 500 on this one. I'll put 2. And Tananarivo. So we'll also give that a fuel depot. So it wants to go to Yaoundé and Sochi. Okay. So Yaoundé. Ah, rats. Clicked on the wrong thing. Stupid. Yaoundé. Alright, so it's going to have to be something pretty good. So Stratus, sure, we'll go with that. Now, also Yaoundé wants to go to Sochi. Another one that's going to be like super expensive plane. Then Iringa. Iringa, Kasai Oriental. Not doing so great. A180, let's give it another one. Okay, let's click on that again. Krasnodar. Okay, number 1, let's give it. Wait. Ringa. I wanted the upgrade here. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's another way in or not other than this. Okay. I don't know. There is a way in, but I can't say I know it. All right. 5,800. Stratus. We'll go with that. Now, can I finally get this? There's what I want. Right there. Okay. Villahermosa has a direct path to Belmopan. Oh, it's just not very good airplanes. And let's put the third one on. So Villahermosa. Oh, it can't upgrade because it's not big enough. So Belmopan. Yeah, that'll be fine. Beirut. Can we upgrade Beirut? Beirut already has a hotel. So we can go fuel depot. So Beirut wants to go to Tel Aviv Yafo. Wow. Those buses are garbage. Does Beirut need to go anywhere else? Not really. I'm going to assume that might work. Kolwezi, Lubumbashi. And they downgraded all of my buses. That's not good. Let's put another one in. Kowezi. There, I'll put fuel depot in. Now, does it have any issues going anywhere else? No, it does not. So, Yorumka in China, I believe. So it wants to go to... Okay, it wants to go to Karkan. Let's go ahead and put planes on that. We already have our buses anyway, so what's the point? And also, it wants to go to Bull. And let's do the same thing, a 390 transporter. So this is kind of our 4 airplane at the moment. So Georgetown's overcrowded. Let's see if we can put fuel depot there. So Georgetown wants to go to Medan. Has a direct path. All right, let's just upgrade things a little bit. 545. How about that? And also it has a boat. So let's upgrade the boat. Why not? You know, just because we can. And let's go with another Silver Ripple. So Novi Sakes, we can put fuel depot down. Now, I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. Krakow. And it really has terrible buses. All right, let's go and make that a halty. By vehicle, halty again. Okay. More connections of Port Louise. So Port Louise looks like it's okay here. I don't know what other connections it wants. Nothing else is showing horrible. Medan, Djibouti. I don't know, man. It's not. It'll give a grand, I guess. So Mabea. I think we're sitting okay on that. Okay, Kenema. Let's go with that. Kenema to Nizere Kore. Some of these places, a lot of these places, really hard to say. I will give it that much. Okay, so that's Kenema, and we're gonna go ahead and dump in a fuel depot. Northern Oasis, Asayut, has a direct path, but really bad buses. Halty, and let's see, Northern Oasis. Let's go ahead and put a fuel depot in. Asayut, it needs 2 things. It needs a fuel depot, but it also needs a hotel because the indirect capacity is not that great. 6th of October. Let's just give it a fuel depot. That will help. Jan Kunis, we can give it a fuel depot. Beirut, I think I already got that. Damascus, though. Damascus, I think, needs both. Fuel depot, and let's give it a hotel. Vilnius wants to go to Nyala. Okay, first, let's give it a fuel depot. And you know what? Let's give it a hotel. Okay, so wants to go to Nyala. Oops, not a K. Why would I do a K? Nyala. That's pretty far away. Let's go with the Stratus Cloud Surfer. To Guerrero. Alright, let's put a manager down here. I don't think we can do anything else, honestly. I don't think it'll let us. Yeah, it's blocked. Okay. To Guerrero. Wow, that is... You know what? That's really hard to say. Okay, so we'll put down a halty. We'll build the road. So let's go 3 buses. Now, where else does this want to go? It wants to go to Lampang. which is across the water a little bit. We'll go with the 390. If I can find it here. Oh, actually, we got to go something better than that. Let's go with the A500. How about that? So, Lampang is overcrowded. It wants to go to Chiang Mai, and it wants to go to Hanoi. We have a manager. Weird. Okay. Well, Chiang Mai it is. And we'll go with the Halti on that one. I would have thought I had that already, but you know what? We'll just call it as we see it here. So it also wants to go to that crazy place, which I think we just did. But in case, we'll throw another plane on. So Port St. Lucie is overcrowded. Let's see. Oh, we can't do anything here. All right now. Port St. Lucie wants to go to West Palm Beach, which I am sure we already had that. So let's go with our Halti. Add city West Palm Beach. There we go. Ciudad Guiana, Cucuta. Now let's upgrade a little bit. So 545s. Let's also give it a fuel depot. Now, was there anywhere Iquitos? So it's not doing real great, the Iquitos either. Okay. We can upgrade this to 390. And let's buy another one. How about that? Now, is there anywhere else it's not? Okay, Roseau. I wouldn't say it's doing amazing to there. Let's go 390 and buy another 390. Now, anywhere else that it's having a hard time getting to? Port of Spain. We can upgrade that a bit. 390. Buy another 390. Oh, I think my mouse button is stuck. Tessalique. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a fuel depot. Tessalique wants to go to Bangui. No problem. We can do that. Bangui is right here. Wow. That is really far away. Aramera. Perfect. We'll put that down. Now, Tessalique. It's to Monaco. It has a direct path, but honestly, here, let's go Silver Tide. I don't know if that's enough though, to be honest. London, indirect path. Okay. So Tessalique to London, and that will require probably a 500. Where's my 500 here? There it is, right there. Boom. We'll put two of them down. Tessalique also wants to go to Gitega. I'm sure there's a whole lot of demand for Greenland to Benin. All right, so we're gonna need a really large airplane there for that. So where are we at? Passionate quota. Okay, that's fine. Iringa is doing relatively well. So Kulna, let's see. Kulna, no, we can't upgrade it. Kulna wants to go to Sylhet. And there we go. Yeah, exactly. Because why would we want more than one bus? You know, because that doesn't make any sense. Kulna. So I think there was another place Kulna wanted to go to. Indirect to Kaobang and Thimphu. All right, we can do that. Kaobang. We can go 390 on that. And then we could also go a Thimphu, which is basically a similar situation here. Now, Bachang wants to go to Pokhara, has an indirect path, so we can fix that. Pokhara, we'll go with the 390 on that guy. Now, Bachang, can we upgrade that at all? Yes, we can. Now, Taman Rasset has a direct path to Benghazi, but it's not the greatest amount of airplanes here, so let's upgrade it a little bit. Taman Rasset, fuel depot. Okay. Does it need to go anywhere? Oh, there's an 18 there, the Benghazi. Okay, that's probably going to get better. Tampa. Oh, what do you know? Wants to go to Tampa. Oops. Tampa, which is super long. 990 XL. Now, Calabar wants to go to Bangui. Has a direct path. Probably just not good enough on the airplane front. Let's go the 545. Now, Calabar itself looks like it needs a hotel and fuel depot, I'd say. Is there anywhere else Calabar is not getting besides Bangui? No, everything else is okay. So Paramaribo wants to go to Bridgetown. All right, we can do this. Bridgetown. Let's put something decent on that. 390. Paramaribo. We will put a fuel depot. Now, is there anywhere else it's not getting to? Medellin. Indirect path. Okay. Medellin. That one's a little bit further. So let's see. We could do the 500, I guess. We'll put two of them down. Volgograd. Must be up in Russia. Now, Volgograd wants to get to Vriniz. Now, let's try Halti. We want to build a road here. Let's see. Halti. There you are. Perfect. Now, where else do they want to get to? Volgograd, the Berdiansk. Let's do another road. And we'll put another bus there. Now, Kumazi wants to get the Lome. Has a direct path. A300 and A500. Let's go the A29 Clipper. And let's put another one. Now, Kumazi itself. We'll put a fuel depot. Is there anywhere else it needs to get to? No, it's sitting pretty good. So COVID, Pokhara, Kvad, the Pokhara, 2300. So I'd say we go with the 500. There we go. Two of them, Kvad, and I think we'll put a fuel depot down. Now, Kvad, okay, everything else is okay. Aksu. So number one, Aksu will put fuel depot down. It wants to get to Pokhara, and there's an indirect path, so that's a problem. 390, we'll do that. Now, where else does it need to go to? It needs to go to... Get rid of that. Okay, everything else looks okay. Mouse button stuck again. Meru. Meru. Fuel depot. Hotel. Okay, Meru wants to get to Kampala, and it has a direct path. All right, let's just upgrade this to the 545. How about that? Anywhere else Meru needs to get to? Some of these are indirect paths, which is interesting. Meru to Kigali is actually an indirect path. $873. Let's go with the 390 transporter. Tallahassee. Nice. So we're really expanding in the 40 here. Tallahassee wants to go to Tampa and Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Let's go with the Halty, build road. And then Tallahassee wants to go to Tampa. We'll do the same thing. We'll build a road down to Tampa. There we go. Throw some buses down. Now Pretoria is overcrowded. It wants to go to Santiago del Cuba. And we probably have to buy another one. There we go. Now Pretoria will probably help it a bit by doing a fuel depot and a hotel. Anywhere else it needs to go? No. It's fine. Bridgetown's overcrowded though. It wants to go to Banjul. So let's give it a fuel depot. So Bridgetown to Banjul. Oops. Nope. Banjul. All right. 5,000 kilometers. Going to have to be, let's say, a cloud surfer. Medan. Let's upgrade that as well. Fuel depot. Now, Medan wants to go to Victoria. It has an indirect path. Okay, Victoria. 5,000. So Stratus 132. We'll put 2 of them on. How about that? Now, Mababani, Mabea. All of these are just like extra money they want. So I think they might do their own thing, honestly. This one will. Antananarivo will, for sure. And this one's fulfilled 100%, so we should be okay with that. It does have some indirect paths. Let's throw one down here. Bangui. Bangui. We could do a 500. How about that? And Mababani. Kasai, Oriental. Okay. We could go Kasai. And it'll probably be a 500 on that as well. Mabea. Gaborone. Iringa. Most of these are direct paths, actually. Mundu, Bor. Krasnodar. Okay. We can do that. Krasnodar. 6,000. So it's going to have to be a pretty decent plane on that. Put 2. Antananarivo is fine. Iringa to Lubango is indirect. Okay. We can fix that. Lubango. I'd say maybe a 500 will go on that one. Here in Trust in Peru, Tuvalu cities have grown, and Kagoshima. All right, let's go to Kagoshima. Wants to go to Kumamoto and Yamaguchi. All right, Kagoshima wants to go to Kumamoto, and we'll put a bus down first. Where'd all my buses go? There we go. We'll build a road. Now, Kagoshima wants to go to Yamaguchi. We'll put a halty on that as well. San Jose is overcrowded. So San Jose will do the fuel depot. San Pedro Sula has a direct path. Just simply does not have a good enough airplane on it. 390. And let's go with third 390. Now, San Jose is having problems getting... Oh, Bilwi is not so great. Bilwi is... We'll upgrade this all to the 390. Now, anywhere else? Guatemala City. I guess I have to hover on that just a little bit longer. Okay, Guatemala City is not doing amazing. And the 535, we'll put 2 of them down. Rhodes is overcrowded. Wants to go to Benghazi. And I think we just have to upgrade them all. There we go. So Rhodes itself could do a fuel depot, hotel. Can Rhodes go anywhere else? Is it like direct path of Valencia? Let's see. Water taxi. Okay, they're not doing very good. Let's go Silver Horizon. Rhodes. Okay, Tampa. It's not doing good to Tampa. Rhodes to Tampa. Wow, that's a really far one. A90XL. Let's put 2 of them down. Donetsk wants to go to Berdiansk and needs a better bus for sure. Absolutely needs a better bus. Okay, Donetsk. Fuel depot. We'll go with the hotel. So Donetsk. Anywhere else it needs to go? No, it's doing pretty good everywhere else. Maradi, the Tambang. So the Tambang, really far away. Put 2 of them. Maradi itself could use fuel depot and hotel. Is it having a hard time getting anywhere else? No, it looks okay. So Vaduz is overcrowded. Wants to go to Munich. Has a direct path. I feel like my buses got deleted or something because they definitely should be better than that. And for some reason they're not. Fuel depot, hotel. Vaduz, Stuttgart. All right, it's not doing the greatest of Stuttgart. And lo and behold, buses got downgraded somehow. Vaduz, anywhere else they're having a hard time? No, not really. Roads is still overcrowded. Benghazi. All right, let's upgrade that again. Why not? There, we'll go to the 535. And anywhere else it's struggling to get to. SAU has a direct path. Let's click on that. Could probably make them better. 390. How about that? Okay, so Mabea just wants bigger demand. Luange wants bigger demand. Makamba. Okay, Makamba wants to go to Mondu. Mundu, I mean. Kamba the Mundu. Let's put an Air 500 down. 2 of them. Now Makamba, we can also put a fuel depot and a hotel. Let's see, where else does it need to get to? Everything else is relatively okay. Okay, Djibouti is not the greatest. Okay, Djibouti, because it's doing like a roundabout way of getting there. All right, let's go to the 500 again. There. Now, Santo Domingo is overcrowded. Wants to go to Besseteri. Okay, simply need better planes. That's all. No big deal. Santo Domingo. Can't upgrade nothing. And it wants to go to Gonaives, which is also something we're going to have to upgrade. Get ourselves a Halti. Let's go 2 Haltis. Santo Domingo. Anywhere else? Not really. Santo Domingo. Del Cuba. We can bump that up a little bit there. Now, what else? Nicosia municipality is overcrowded. They want to go to Beirut. Okay, we can upgrade that. Let's make it all the 545s. That will probably make a big difference. Fuel depot, hotel. All right, anywhere else? Nicosia can't get to. Akaba has a direct path. Not the best airplanes though. That will help. Anywhere else? Damascus. Also not the best airplanes. And where else? Everything else is okay. Brazzaville. All right, let's just grab one to Brazzaville. Let's put a Sky Dancer on that. Now, 6th of October is overcrowded. I want to go to Asayut. So first off, we'll upgrade our airplanes. And let's upgrade them all, honestly. There we go. Now, 6th of October, there is a bus line, which is not the best buses ever. Alti, there we go. And we could, I think we already put, there we go. We already put a few things on there, but 6th of October, everything else is 0. We're not doing so bad there. João Pessoa wants to go to Pedro Juan Caballero. Now the AR500, AR780. Let's put another one down there. And we can upgrade this guy, put a fuel depot. Now, where else can he not get? Okay, he's doing okay there. Maceo has a direct path. And they, yeah, of course, they downgraded all the buses. Because that makes sense. Let's throw 4 buses down. Now, where else can they not get to? Port of Spain, indirect path, Praia. Okay. So let's go Port of Spain. 3,500. That's A500. Put 2 of them. And where else did I say they couldn't get to? Praia. That's going to be a long one. Praia. Oh, maybe not as long as I thought. Okay, so the A500. You see is available. Subu Les Salam. Now that is a mouthful. They want to go to Padang, Sedempuan, and Medan. So to Medan, we want to go Halti, build the road. There we go. So we want to go to Padang, Sedempuan, Halti there as well. There we go. Now, back to Georgetown. Paramaribo has a path. Just need to upgrade all our buses. Does Georgetown need anything else? Okay, I can't upgrade it directly. Yeah, no, it's fulfilled everywhere else. Okay. Pedro Juan Caballero, St. Ignatius de Velasco. We can upgrade these. Can we upgrade? Okay, we can put a fuel depot in. Is there anywhere else we can't get to? Okay. Antofagasta, not doing the greatest. We could upgrade that to, say, the 545. Maceo has an indirect link, but we probably want a direct link. We can go the 500, I'd say. Would be enough here. Sochi, Batumi has a direct path. We just need to upgrade our buses. Halti it is. Let's buy another Halti. Now, Sochi, can we upgrade it? Yeah, we could do a fuel depot. Anywhere else, Mekiap has a direct path. Oh, wow, that's really bad. Buy vehicle. Let's do Halti. Let's do another Halti. Let's do another Halti. Sochi, anywhere else they can't get to? No, they seem okay. Akamba, passenger quota, fulfill passenger demand. So if you look at it, we did 550,000 last month, and we need to hit 1 million to get worldwide enterprise. So we still have lots of money left. We could bump this up a little bit and see what else is going to come up. These are just like bonuses right here. Resistencia in Argentina. Okay. Wonderful. Resistencia. Where would that be? Well, you know what? Let's just do it this way. Resistencia. Who wants to go Signacia of Velasco? And let's do that again. Resistencia. It wants to go to Pedro Juan Caballero. So it must be up north. Okay, there we are. So if we did a halty, build the road, boom. There we go. Now, Acaba's overcrowded. We could... Alright, put a headquarters there. Acaba wants to go to Asayut. Doesn't have a good enough airplane situation. Let's go to 545. There we go. Anywhere else they need to go? Nope, they're doing decently everywhere else. Okay. Keta also wants to go to Shaman. Has a direct path. Yeah, of course. Of course, the vehicles would not be good enough. Halty. There we go. Keta good everywhere else? Yeah, it is. So London, Canada. Wants to go to Charlotte, wants to go to Chatham, wants to go to Sarnia. So for some reason, all that is really sucky. No idea why. Let's go Halty. Then we'll go down to Chatham. Halty again. Now, I think it said Charlotte, right? Charlotte. So we need something a little bit better here. Let's go with 535. Here we go. Now, Arar, Sao Tome. So S. There it is. 5,000. That's going to be a Stratus 132. Now, Arar itself, we can put a fuel depot in. We can put a hotel in. Does Arar... Okay, the Damascus. So it's not getting everywhere it needs to get. Okay, Damascus. There we go. Let's go with a 390. Now, Arar, anywhere else? Kaba is getting Sakaka. Okay, we can upgrade this to Halty. That might help a little bit. Port Louise. Okay, we could do this. Port Louise. It's going to be really far away. 918, 295. How about that? Anywhere else they need to get to? Batumi. Okay, let's go to Batumi. It's pretty close. Let's go to 545. Anywhere else? Dar es Salaam. Okay. This one's a little bit far away, so the 132, we'll put two of them. There we go. Colombia's overcrowded, wants to go to London. Or Colombia, I guess. We'll add a few more halties down. Okay, we can't upgrade it. Does it need to get anywhere else? Jacksonville. Okay, so it has an indirect path to Jacksonville. And let's put a 390 down. Is Columbia struggling to get anywhere else? Charlotte has a direct path. I think we'll just put halties down, so we're fine. API is overcrowded, wants to go to Medellin. And let's see, Medellin, way far away, like just ridiculously far away. And we're going to put fuel depot down and a hotel down. Now, because API is having a hard time getting anywhere else. Dili. Okay, API wants to get to Dili. 6,800, we'll go with the Stratus. Leh. Okay, we can go to Leh as well. Leh. 4,500. We'll go with the same Stratus. and Auckland, Yaren. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to Yaren. And we'll go to the A500. How about that? And then we'll go to Auckland. And probably the 500 on that one too. Recife. Nice. Back in Brazil. Recife wants to go to João Pessoa and Maceió. João Pessoa, we'll put Ulti down on that. And then we'll go south. Maceió, we'll do the Halti on that as well. There we go. Now, Teslique is overcrowded again and wants to go to Vaduz. All right, we can do that. It wants to go to Vaduz. What are we going to use there? Probably the A500. Put two of them on. Iquitos has a direct path. Looks like it needs another one though. Itega has a direct path. And probably needs another one of them. Who knew there was so much traffic coming from Greenland? Like, go figure. And then London, we'll go with another A500. Kinema wants to go to Georgetown, but it's overcrowded. So we'll need to buy another one then. There's a second one there. And that does it. Dire Dawa wants to go to Addis Ababa. And we have a couple extra halties that maybe will help. No idea if that helps or not, but it might. Hotel, wonderful. Means we're here, Djibouti. We can put a fuel depot and a hotel there. A SAB. We'll probably do the same thing. Fuel depot, hotel. Addis Ababa. Also, hotel. There we go. Wileta Sodo. Fuel depot and a hotel. Now, Villa Hermosa. Tapachula has a direct path. But, yeah, the buses ain't so great on that. Belmopan, San Pedro Sula. Okay, Belmopan there. San Pedro Sula. I think we can go with the bus. Belmopan, we can't upgrade anything. San Pedro Sula, can we upgrade that? Well, sort of. New cities available, Bede in India. At least that's easy to say. Bede wants to go to the city I can't pronounce and Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai it is. So if we put a halti down. Oops. Wrong thing. Halti right there. Boom. There. Now they also wanted to go to that city I can't say. Put a halti down there. Perfect. Now, can we upgrade that city? Yes, we can. Fuel depot, hotel. Ahmednagar, can we upgrade that? Fuel depot, we can do. Mumbai, we can put a fuel depot and a hotel. Now, is Mumbai having any trouble getting anywhere? Has a direct path to this place here, but let's upgrade that a bit. Replace. Let's do a better train. See if that helps any. Now, they're struggling to get anywhere else. Mazaroom, Mababani. Okay, let's do that then. Mababani. There we go. So it's going to need, what, Stratus? No problem. Mazaru. A990 XL. Anywhere else Mumbai needs to get to? Itega. And that's a 5,000. So we go with, I guess we still need the Stratus cloud server. Now, Medan has direct path, Dodoma. We could go to Dodoma. No, we'll leave that. Oops. Now, put a vehicle on that. Stratus cloud servers. All right, Mumbai is fine. Pretoria is overcrowded. So number 1. Okay, we already upgraded Pretoria. So it needs to get to Santiago del Cuba. And we'll put a couple vehicles there. Because Pretoria is struggling to get anywhere else. Indirect path to Sao Tome. All right, let's fix that. Sao Tome. You know what? Let's just go over and grab it. Because of that accent it has on it, it's a little hard to grab. Cape Verde. No, that's Praia. Sao Tome. Maybe it's right here. There we go. Okay, so we're going to need an A780. How about that? Cities have grown. Lecce is overcrowded. We could put fuel depot, hotel down. Now, Lecce wants to go to Maseru. No problem. We can make that happen. Maseru. It's going to need a really far airplane. 990XL will do it. Funafuti is overcrowded. Has a direct path to Suva. That seems to be what the issue is. So we could do 545 there. Throw an extra one on. Can we upgrade the airport? Not really. South Tarawa. Okay, we could upgrade that. And buy another 390. How about that? Funafuti. Okay, it's fine now. Yiwu. So we're back in China. City named Yiwu. It wants to go to Urumqi and Boe. Alright, I can do that. Urumqi. Let's see. Can we do a halty on this? Or is it going to be too far? Well, it's not so bad. And where else does it want to go? Boe. Okay, that's going to be an airplane situation. In fact, we'll go to the P535 and we'll put 2 of them on. Suva is overcrowded. Can we upgrade Suva? Well, we can. We can put a fuel depot in. It wants to go to Auckland. It has a direct path. So let's see. AR 500. Let's go with the 780. Now let's go with another. Suva. Tulai. Suva, Tulai, and Palikir. Okay. Suva, Tulai. We can put a AR 500 down on that. And then we could also do Suva to Palikir. And that's going to need, same thing, 500. Now, as far as passengers, we probably should hit over 600,000 this time around. Plovdiv is overcrowded. Let's put a fuel depot. Let's put a hotel down. Now we got to find it. Plovdiv. There we are, right there. It wants to go to Bucharest. Has a direct path. Bus is horrible. Halty again. Third halty, no problem. Now, Plovdiv, Pagorka, to Barry and Gitega. All right, let's just grab those 2. So Barry, pretty close by. So let's go with the 390. Then we're gonna go to Gitega. little bit farther away. Stratus. Now, Plovdiv. Mbabane. Okay, we can send it to Mbabane. Very far away. 990 XL. Mazaru. Okay, it doesn't go to Mazaru, so we can make that happen as well. And we'll also go with the 990 XL. Now, Maradi. Batambang. It needs another one of those. It's fine now. Padi. Yaren wants to go to South Tarawa. Does have a path. Let's make it better. Okay, anywhere else Yaren can't get to. Palikir has a direct path, but definitely a lot of people kicking around waiting for that airplane. Let's go 390, 5 vehicle, 545. How about that? Anywhere else I can't get to? Luganville, Apia, not really, they're fine. Okay, Lapang, Hanoi, and Chiang Mai. Okay, Lapang wants to go to Hanoi. And let's see, let's go up to our 390. And let's see, Lapang, Chiang Mai. Pretty close by. We could probably go halty on that one. Lapang is fine. Port Louise. Okay, we could go that way. Port Louise, super far away. 918, 245. Go with that. Plovdiv to Bucharest. We could throw another halty on. You know, we could also do a train. How about that? That could be fine. Let's find our best train here. GMW DVW5. There we go. Akaba Tel Aviv Yafo. Not the greatest. Let's bump them up to halties at least. Okay, let's do a train line here. Let's see, Beirut, Damascus. How about that? Now let's go with GSW5. We'll throw a few of them down. Now Beirut. Okay, it's looking like I don't know what else I could do here. Wholesale vehicle, support center, marketing agency. Really? Okay, this indirect capacity I could actually upgrade. Can I not? There's a button there to upgrade it. Okay, Greenville. Greenville wants to go to Charlotte, which makes sense. Halty it is. There we go. Oh, we need this. Let's see. There we go. Now, Greenville also wants to go to Columbia. And put a halty on that. I'll build another road. Okay, Pride de Vilaine. Maputo has a direct path. And let's go halty. There we go. Now, Pride de Vilaine. If it goes to Maputo. Mundu. Let's try that. Mundu. Pretty far away. AL 900. Sada. Salala. So it's gonna need probably better planes, I'm guessing. 880. Let's go with that. Sada. Asab. Port Louise. Okay, let's go Port Louise. How about that? can go with A900L. Sada. Tallahassee is now overcrowded. Wants to go to Jacksonville. Halty. All right, so we got that. So we're on track to hit well over 600,000, I'd say. We could do Tallahassee to Jacksonville by train. How about that? Let's do it. There we go. You know what else we could do? We could go Jacksonville to Columbia to Charlotte to Greenville. There. Now we can, that'll help keep things moving. Now my cup, let's put a fuel depot, hotel. My cup wants to go to Krasnodar, and it has horrible buses. So we need more and better. Okay, my cup. Where else does it need to go? Indirect to Donetsk. All right, we can do that. So my cup to Donetsk is pretty close by. So really, my cup, Damascus, Djibouti, Osh. All right, let's go Osh. How about that? Osh. A little bit further away. Let's see. Air 500 was what I meant to click on, not an aqua glide. There we go. Tampa's overcrowded. Having a hard time getting to Jacksonville. Let's put a train down on that. Bamenda is also overcrowded. Having a bit of a time getting to Yaoundé. Maybe we could do a train line on that. How about that? GSW5. And then maybe we can go Yaoundé to Avignon with the same thing. Build rails. Now we could do Bamenda to Calabar to ECAT. Build rails, build rails. Ooh, that's horrible, but there. Now Bandar, Seri, Begawan. Having a hard time getting it. Dili does have a direct path. Okay, those are really bad. Let's go with the Silver Horizon. How about that? Bellinzona needs to go to Krakow, which I think is close by, is it not? Isn't Krakow close by? Okay, well, maybe not as close as I thought. So 535, go with a couple of those. Bellinzona, we will upgrade that. Fuel depot, hotel. Korea is overcrowded. So we could upgrade that with fuel depot at least. So it's having a hard time getting a Hotan. All right, let's upgrade these trains to GSW5. And we can also upgrade our buses, or bus, I guess. Should be buses. Positive I put buses on there. Korea. Okay, it's fine now. Shilhai, China, has another city, Shizhazi. Okay, so it wants to go to Urumqi. Definitely close by. Halti will work. And it also wants to go to someplace south. Karkan. Wait. Karkan it is. Yeah, we're going to have to do something better. So we'll go with the airplane that way. And Belizona, Port Louise. Okay, Bellinzona wants to go to Port Louise. And that's really far away. 990 XL. Go to Volgograd. Is having a hard time with a bunch of stuff. So Varennes. Let's just go airplanes on this. Let's go Air 500. Then where else do they want to go? Verdansk. Let's do the same thing. Let's do the 500. And let's see, where else? Donetsk, same thing. Go with the 500. And that should do them. That should be fine. So as you can see, it keeps you pretty busy. Like, we're not even adding cities, except for the odd one that comes up on their own. Like, we're not adding countries, I guess I should say. But we're still pretty busy. So West Palm Beach wants to go to Port St. Lucie. Where is West Palm Beach? All right, Port St. Lucie. Let's go with a train. Nuremberg is overcrowded. Wants to go to Port St. Louis. All of a sudden, everyone wants to go to Port St. Louis. And it's really far. We'll put 2 on it. Oh, maybe we should upgrade Nuremberg. Fuel depot, hotel. You know what? Let's go Munich to Nuremberg to Frankfurt. How about that? And we'll put this new train on the VBE7. And we'll put 2 trains there. Then we'll go Munich to Stuttgart to Frankfurt. And we'll do the same thing, VBE7. And we'll put 2 trains on that. Now, Stuttgart has a red thing on it, so I don't know. Okay, let's go fuel depot. Let's go hotel. Munich. Could do the same thing, fuel depot, hotel. In Nuremberg, I think we did. Frankfurt, we did not do, though. Fuel depot, hotel. Perfect. New cities available in Multan. So this is Pakistan, I believe. So Multan wants to go to Kedah and Bavagnagar. Yeah, we can do that. Kedah. Let's see. Can we put a halty down and run a road? Let's try it and see. Then Multan wants to go to Bavagnagar. Let's run an airplane here. 535. How about that? And we got a few things here. They want to give us some bonuses. Everything's sitting at 100 except for Gitega. Let's say Gitega to Krasnodar. Let's try that. Gitega to Krasnodar. And let's see, what's the smallest airplane we need? A 132. Okay, we can go 2 of them. Now Gitega, what else do they need? Nairobi, Zanzibar City, Harare, Antananarivo. Okay, we can do that one. Antananarivo. That's really hard to say. Like, lots of places are hard to say, though, mind you. Let's see. Georgetown. Okay, so Gitega to Georgetown would also be something we could do. 990X. Oh, my hand's going numb. Let's see. What else do they want to do? Krasnodar, Bor, Kasai, Oriental, Mandu, Djibouti. Okay, so Djibouti. A780, sure. Brasov is overcrowded. They want to go to Debrecen. Looks like they have a path, but Someone in their infinite wisdom deleted some of my buses. So that's not great. Brasov itself, we can go fuel depot, hotel. Now, what if we did? Let's do a train between all these cities here, right here. Let's see, a VBE7. Build rail, build rail, build rail. Boom. Oh, nice. Connect Czechia and Slovakia with the train. Didn't know that was a thing, but it is apparently. Then we could do Prešov to Debrecen. Also with the train. There we go. Vienna. Yeah, fuel depot, hotel. So let's go Vienna to Ostrava with the VBE7. And let's go Vienna to Debrecen with the VBE7. There we go. Now, new cities available in Landshut in Germany, or Allemande in French. Landshut. Okay. They want to go to Munich and Nuremberg. Nice. So Landshut to Munich. Let's go Halti. Two of them down. And also Landshut to Nuremberg. We will go Halti on that as well. There we go. Villa Hermosa is overcrowded. Having a hard time getting the Belmopan because those airplanes are crummy. That's why. And we could probably buy another one. Kumazi is overcrowded. Having a hard time getting the Porto Novo. We could definitely upgrade those planes to AR500. How about that? Kenema, having a hard time getting to Georgetown. Has a direct path. Needs another one, I'd say. Kumazi will peek in here again. Now there is airplanes. Let's look. Air 500. That's not a bad airplane, honestly. Not bad. I think that'll take care of itself here in a bit. And there you have it. New month has tipped over. A couple more overcrowded situations. Making tons of money. 621 buses, 50 trains, 3,400 plus planes, almost 700 ships, 613,000 people moved around. If you like that video, like, comment, subscribe. Come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.